Hello viewers and welcome to more coverage on WRC 5. This time we have the PC version here. I'm just trying to set up my screens, but unfortunately I was unable to get the triple screens working. The triple screen modes just sort of spread the image across, but it didn't work properly, and tried a number of different settings. If anyone has any luck with this, do let me know. Also had a few problems setting up manual gears. I would go into the key, it would select the wrong key on the wheel, and sometimes it would lock the handbrake when you selected manual gears. Very bizarre sort of situation there, but eventually I was able to, after many attempts, was able to get it working, and then went for some rallies. And here you can see with a single screen then rather than triple screens, I was hoping for a bit of WRC 5 in action on the PC. Now on the PC, yes, it has direct competition from Dirt Rally. And which game is the best? Well, I'm going to talk about that in another video. But suffice to say, let's look at this game first at the moment. This is the official WRC game, racing around Australia here. The cockpit cam, it has different positions. I was told it has a field of view option. It doesn't have a field of view option. It has the option to have a forward cam or a mid-car cam, so on. So you have different options of where your interior car cam is. So I have one that's reasonably appropriate for my field of view. Your view from the car, obviously, it's a shame it doesn't have triple screen control, but it is slightly more limited. I can see a lot more of the surface with the behind car cam. You can see there, you can see well off into the distance, or with the bonnet cam, you're just a bit higher, it's a bit clearer. But you'll see your windscreen gets dirty. Although that's a nice effect, it also affects your visibility, which leaves you at a disadvantage when it comes to some of the longer stages. Now this is a longer stage. I mean, this particular section's just over 5 minutes it takes me. If you were going quickly, you could go about 25 seconds. I estimate quicker, so around 4 minutes 45, something like that's probably possible. 4 minutes 50, and that's if you really sort of hammer it round. Driving the Volkswagen here, Polo, and handling is good fun. It's fun to play. Graphics are not going to blow you away. In terms of replicating the sport, there's not enough detail there. There's not enough crowds. There's not enough marshals. There's not enough activity. So it's like it's like an off-road rally game, but it's not like WRC. It doesn't feel like you're in the middle of this media circus of a helicopter hovering over you all the time, big open plains and hundreds of crowd clapping you at every corner. It's sometimes it feels a bit lonely and a bit deserted, and just feels like a car on a dirt track. But having said that, for console gamers, it's the only rally game on the format, so they've got nothing to compare it to at the moment. It's just a fun off-road bit of action. I've not tested the wheel on the console yet, so I will do in the coming days, but you'll see a couple of PC videos first. I'm going to be quite busy catching up with a lot of stuff behind the scenes this week, and I hope to share as much of that as possible over the next 2 weeks. So there is a lot of video content on the way coming on this channel, and I'll do my best to try and get on top of the backlog and get as much up as quickly as possible. So you can see the replay cams. Replay cameras are disappointing in WRC 5. I mean, they are disappointing. They don't really show a great deal of action. They don't look very modern. They look quite dated, and I think it's replay cameras in particular need serious work. So if there are things that have issues, obviously triple screens, a few issues to do the options, lacking atmosphere in the stages, and replay again is not good enough. It's a very dated replay mechanic they've got working there. It's a little bit lazy. Even the cameras that show the panning shots are dated panning shots, really, so it's sort of lacking that feel. Is it fair? Well, the development team have only had a year to put this game together, so they've not had a great deal of time. They've done a good job in limited time, it has to be said, and I think they've got off to a reasonable start given the limited time. Having said that, I think that to make a really good racing game takes 2 or 3 or 4 years, and I think that unfortunately for where these guys are, they need to release a game now. They really could have done with, I think, another year's work to transform this. As a foundation, you'd say, well, it's a good foundation to build on. I looked at Formula 1 the same way this year. I don't like F1 2015, but I do think a new new system to build on is a good foundation for them. I think next year they need to do a much better job on that, and I think it'll be the same for WRC if Kiloton keep the license. But the overall game and the driving itself was reasonably enjoyable to play. I enjoyed sort of racing round. It just lacked that atmosphere to make you feel. And in terms of the environments, nice enough, but they're not. By modern standards, Dirt Rally has taken it all a step forward. So, all in all, I think it's good fun. But in terms of the review, that will come up on the site in the coming weeks. I think it's going to be one for die-hard rally fans. I think console gamers, they don't have the rivalry with Dirt Rally there to compare it to. I think PC gamers have Dirt Rally, and they'll want to compare to that directly. And we'll look at that in a future video, just comparing the two. But I think it's pretty clear which one is looking better than the other. But that's it from me for now. As ever, more soon.